Well, hello there, tankers of the Blitz universe. I'm Flossie, and today I will be reviewing this pancake-looking ass tank, the Object 452K. This is a vehicle that has been out for a little while now, but is currently available in the shop for $34.99 Canadian. So I don't know, $29 American. I have no idea what the conversion rate is, but anyways, it is in the store right now, and I figured I might as well do a review on this tank in case any of you are thinking about buying this. So let's get right into the tank's stats here. To start off with the gun, it deals 460 damage on its standard shells, 390 on the premium, and 600 on the high explosive. That HE damage is super nice. As for the penetration, it has 258 millimeters of standard pen, 352 premium pen, and 72 high explosive pen. So that's also pretty solid, especially the premium pen. 352 heat is really nice. As for the aim time and dispersion, the aim time is 4.2 seconds, and the dispersion is 0.344. So yeah, this gun can be extremely troll sometimes, and it's quite annoying, I will say. I don't really like the gun's accuracy on this tank, but it is what it is, and the tank does carry 7 degrees of gun depression, which is quite nice for a Soviet heavy tank. It also has about 2200 DPM while using calibrated shells, and you can get it up about 166 when you're using rammer, but I prefer to use calibrated to get a little bit of extra pen out of the thing. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. You don't have a crazy amount of DPM because of the alpha damage that you carry, but it's okay. Now, as for the mobility this tank carries, it goes 40 forward and 12 in reverse. Yeah, I kind of die inside every time I see 12 reverse speed on a tier, any tier, honestly. Any tier tank. Anytime I see 12 reverse speed, I just die inside. The reverse speed is awful, and it's one of the huge downsides of this tank, is getting out of positions that you might want to run from is basically impossible unless you turn around and go forward. So, absolutely awful reverse speed. The power to weight of 16.5 isn't that awful, though. You will be getting up to your top speed decently quick, so don't worry about that. And the traverse speed is okay. Now, taking a look at the tank's armor profile here. Let me get that up really quick. Alrighty, here's the tank's armor profile, and you can see here I am using an E75 to shoot at this tank. Using calibrated shells, of course, as a lot of players have that equipped. So here we go. This is the tank's armor profile, and I am using AP shells right now on the E75, and you can see here the mid-section of this tank, including the upper plate, lower plate, and this mid plate here, are just completely green on flat ground, and you can see just how freaking massive this mid plate is. Like, what in the world, bruh? Like, that's the biggest middle/lower plate I have ever seen on any tier 9. Like, it's ridiculous how big this thing is. And yeah, so on flat ground, this thing is pretty garbage armor-wise, especially like front on. And yeah, you can see here, you're not going to be side scraping in the tank at all. Like, look at how green it is here, even at the slightest angle. It's like you're playing a 215B. But yeah, it's not very good on the side armor and hull armor overall. The turret is quite nice, though, and you can see here, once I do use my 7 degrees of gun depression, the upper plate actually becomes really strong, and the turret is, yeah, an auto bounce for AP ammo. You can see here, even while loading the APCR, although the E75 doesn't have the best pen, but yeah, you can see here, still an auto bounce. It's absolutely insane when this thing is hull down. But, yeah, it's going to be very difficult to actually get this thing into a hull down position where that fat lower plate won't be showing, because look at how big it is. Like, there's very few rocks that allow you to actually show just your gun and not like a sliver of the lower plate because of how large it is. It's really annoying, and I mean, I wish the armor of this tank was a little bit stronger. Like, I wish at least this upper plate was red on flat ground. But it isn't, and you do also have this quite large hatch on the turret, but no one really shoots at that because it is quite far back, and it's kind of a pain to hit, and you can't really see it when you're hull down. Now, in terms of the side armor, you can see here, 75 millimeters thick. You can technically get HE'd here. And, yeah, same with the turrets, 143 on the side, so not terrible. And the rear is only 50 on the flat part there. So, yeah, you will have to watch out because a lot of people will love to HE spam your rear. So yeah, I mean, the armor profile is not that great, but if you can somehow find a hull down spot to work this tank, that is going to be your best bet at not getting penned. Post-production Flossie here. The game audio did not, for whatever reason, actually work while I was recording this video. Like, it was working fine on my headset, but when I actually looked at the recording, the game audio was completely effed. So I will do my best to stitch together the game audio, at least in the games. But for whatever reason, if you hear like complete silence as in terms of the game, that's why, and I do apologize, but I don't want to re-record the whole damn video, so this is what you're going to get. Anyways, back to the video. But yeah, overall, I think, in my opinion, this tank's armor profile should get a buff because it's not all that great. And you're going to find that, yes, the turret is strong, but people just don't care about your turret armor. They'll just overpeak you and shoot you in the hull, which is going to absolutely destroy you. And then because you only have 12 reverse speed, you're not going to be able to back up very quickly from that position that you're in. So yeah, this tank, you do have to actually play it quite carefully. And because of the troll accuracy, sometimes the gun just doesn't work. And then that whole combination there, it just means that this tank, in my opinion, isn't that great, actually. But we'll see what we can do in these couple of games here once my game loads in. So yes, we are on Rockfield for our first battle, and because I spawned in so late because of my crappy PC, the whole team has already decided which way to go, and they are going towards the right, which is fine for me. And I actually prefer that our team is going this way because then I can use my gun depression on this middle area here. However, we are up against tier 10s, and that's going to be a big problem for us because, yeah, the armor doesn't work very well even against tier 9s. So, yeah, tier 10s are going to be a pain in the ass. Anyways, we're going to make our way very aggressive up towards where this T-62A is, and that's because I do see the K-91 and, well, actually two K-91s there. So I am going to try and get a shell into the K-91 side. We do hit him for 458, which is quite lovely. The alpha damage is one of the nice things about this tank's gun. It does hit quite hard. And, yeah, I mean, let's see what we can do here. Can I hit the K-91s? Any of them? I don't know. We'll see. Our team is kind of just dying, though. I'm not going to lie. Let's see if I can get a shell in. And, yeah, the accuracy. Whoa. That shell went exactly where I wanted to aim it. So, yeah, you can see there. The shell went literally behind his turret. Didn't even hit his turret. But, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Oh, hello, Yag. I just realized the Yag was actually over here. We do get a nice shell into the Yag's lower plate, but it does low roll for 400. So that's a little bit of an L. And what else is an L is our team just dying for free. That is actually a big L. And it's going to mean that I have to play very passive here, especially with this Yag, like, pretty much pushing me. Yeah, so this is, I mean, this is not going to be a win, I can tell you that now, unless we can do some, like, insane carry, which I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't think we can in this tank. So, yeah, I'll just keep playing passive. We'll see how much damage we can get out, and the K-91 is full sending me right now, which is not very fun, especially with my 12 reverse speed. So we are going to try and track him, and my best bet of getting bounces in this tank is to face hug this K-91. There we do get a bounce from the K-91, so that's one of his shells gone. We do actually pen him and get another bounce from him, and we are going to back up. Luckily, our 62A is still full health, which is actually going to come in real handy in a second here when we are going to have to deal with this IS-7. So let's get a shell into the IS-7. Wow, we do actually get lucky, and he does bounce the corner of my tank. So, we're doing okay. We're already at 2,600 damage, and I do know for a fact that IS-7 can out-reload me. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think it really matters, so I might as well just take a shell from him and get another one into him. There we go, and bruh. Bro is not shooting at me. Interesting. Well, I mean, this guy doesn't seem all that great, so I will poke him again in about 2 seconds here and see if I can bleed him another shell here. So there we go. Is he AFK? Bruh. What is that reaction time? I don't even know what to say about that. That's just so bad. Like, he shot like 5 seconds after I had already backed up. That's pretty funny. Let's see if the 62A can clear this guy out pretty quick. Hopefully he can. And, yeah, I mean, this IS-7 is not very good, so that's good for us. And actually, there's only 2 tanks left, one of them being the Progetto, who is now YOLOing me. And we do get a, wow, we get a really nice roll into him, 525. And we're actually doing quite well. Apparently, if I call a tank bad, I will do better in it for whatever reason. I don't know what to say about this game, but, like, we've actually done really well. Oh, the accuracy. Oh, my God. Well, we're not getting the kill on the grill. But we did a lot better than I was expecting, and I'm actually surprised we even won that game. So yeah, I mean, you could see there, I really had to just stick with my team the whole game, and the gun really did troll me there for quite a few of my shells. So that was really annoying, but that's what you have to expect in this sort of tank. So yeah, I mean, we still did all right. I don't know why the game is taking 10 years to load. Oh wait, it's because my PC is bad. We still did 4,500 damage, and came out with a victory, and we actually did ace the thing first game, so that's quite solid. Come on, Wargaming, load my game. There we go. All right, let's get into game number 2 and see if we can keep this up here. And yeah, I mean, you can see there, like, again, the alpha damage is quite nice on this tank, but that's about it for the gun. And I mean, overall, like, the mobility is okay, but the reverse speed just completely ruins that mobility. So, like, honestly, if Wargaming is to change this tank in any way, I would either say buff the upper plate to make it at least workable on flat ground, or buff the reverse speed, because if this thing had, like, let's say 16 reverse speed, it would actually be really, really nice, and that would kind of make up for the lack of hull armor on it. So honestly, either or I would be fine with. But let's get into game number 2 on Normandy here. We're up against tier 10s again. Wargaming is loving giving me tier 10s for this video here, but we'll see what we can do once we load in. Finally, after 10 years, I have loaded into the battle, and yeah, we're going to be going mid, it seems, and I hope that our team... Well, actually, you know what? If our team does go D, I will follow them, but for now, I will be going mid because... Oh my god, bruh. If only I spawned in, like, 10 seconds earlier, right, Wargaming? Thank you. Anyways, I will be going mid, and hopefully not getting shot at by... Oh boy, there's the 57 heavy. Okay, well... That's not all that fun, and I don't really want to fight that guy, but we're going to have to one way or another, so I might as well see if I can peek him and get a shell into him before he backs up. He's kind of oblivious, so we do get a nice 480 damage shot into his side there. And we do have the BZ poking us. Let's see, hopefully he can't hit my lower plate. Wow, he just bled out all of his health for trying to tunnel me, so good job, BZ. I hope that was worth it. And their bat chat is also just YOLOing and dying. I love to see it. That's pretty good right there. And let's see if we can actually push up on this side of the map. Let's see if we can get a nice HE shell into this waffle here. Wow. I mean, our gun said no, so we didn't get an HE into the waffle. That's impressive right there. And you can see, again, just the accuracy on this thing. Like, if you're not fully aiming in your shots, you're basically going to miss, like, 50% of them. So, yeah, that's quite unfortunate there. We do, however, get a nice roll into him for 516, even when he is using small liners. So that's quite good. And just like that, they're already down 2 vehicles. So let's get a shell, hopefully, into the BZ before he reloads. Wow, nice roll, 480 damage there. So at least the AP does high roll a decent amount most of the time, I find, at least, in my experience. But, yeah, let's see if we can get some shells. Oh, boy. 57 can see my double-decker lower plate here, so he does get a pen into me. And let's see what we can do here. We'll get a shell into his turret. There we actually were able to snap that shell into his turret. But again, you can see the double-decker lower plate is not helping us out very much. So yeah, I'm going to make my way into the dip. The 57 got absolutely nuked by our, like, 7 clippers over here. Like, why do we have so many autoloaders on our team? Bruh. Actual bruh moment right there. Let's see if I can get a shell into the 60 TP. And let's give him a ram. Oh, never mind. Let's not give him a ram. He's already dead. We're actually doing okay. We're already at 2,800 damage. And there are still 2 semi-healthy tanks left. So, let's see what we can do. Where are you, What is that? T62A. Where is he? Where is he at? Oh, well, there's the M60 in their spawn. Kind of camping. Interesting. I'm going to assume that their 62A kind of ran over this way, but let's see if I can get to the rear of this M60 and deal some extra damage to him, because I'm assuming he's going to back off, but I don't know, maybe he wants to get rammed by the 62A, or not 62A, the T22. Let's see. Oh, all right. Ah, rip, we don't get the last one out there. And, yeah, I mean, all that's left, again, is the 62A, so, yeah, I don't know where he is. He probably ran into our spawn, and he's actually probably by decap, if I had to guess, so we'll see what happens. Also, hey, T22, how's it going? Just enjoying the driving experience. And, yeah, trying to chase down this last guy. I will see if I even get any more damage out. If I don't, then I'll just skip to the end of this video, but, or, sorry, the end of the game. But we'll see what happens. So, making my way, and I was correct, he is by decap, so that's good. Good right there. Let's see if the autoloaders are just going to clear him, or if I will get any more damage out. Well, he's down a lot of health, and he's basically dead. I'm not going to get any more out this game. Well, there we go. He does get killed off, and, whoa. Our 57, was he just AFK? He just died there for no reason. Interesting. But game number 2 was another win, and, again, we didn't do all that badly for playing in such a mid-tank. I don't know of anyone who actually likes this thing all that much, because, like, it's just the gun and the reverse speed and the lack of hull armor that just makes this thing kind of unenjoyable at times. But I mean, again, apparently when I'm telling you guys that a tank is bad, I will be doing well in it. So maybe I should just say that every tank is bad, and then I'll have good game sessions in them. So let's get into our third and final battle, and we'll see what happens this time. Maybe we'll get a tier 8 game. Ayo, there's a tier 8 game for us, and we're on dead rail, which is okay. I might end up going mid, because I can use my 7 degrees of gun depression in mid, trying to hull down and stuff, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what our team is going to do, and if I have to switch up and go medium side, I will. But we'll see what the team does again. So, looks like the majority of our team is going to be going medium side, and in that case, I will go mid. Normally, I would say you want your team to go with you, but because it's dead rail, our team should be able to clear out medium side quite quickly with the majority of them going over there. So I might as well just hold off the heavies on this side here. So we'll see what happens, but I'm just going to play more passive. We will get a nice, 515 roll into the Type 68 there. And yeah, I'm just going to back up. Luckily, since we're on a hill, I actually have reverse speed to a certain extent. But I don't even know where that guy penned me, I'm not going to lie. That was an interesting shot there. Let's get another shell into him, 453, and he is not having a fun time whatsoever. Bro is screwed. So yeah, he's only at 800 health, and I'm going to make my way on over to where this IS-6 is, because I can kind of just bully tier 8s. This thing against tier 8s is okay. I mean, they will still be able to pen your fat lower plate, and oh my god, that accuracy. Bro. What? Also, this tank is not very good at ramming, I will say. I don't really know why, but oh boy. Well, let's see. Can we bounce a shell? No, we won't. And I'm just going to get pushed on by this this type here. That's not fun. Please shoot at this guy. Please, please, please kill him. Thank you, game. Or thank you, teammate, not game. I mean, that was a bit of a sus play for me, but I was a little bit bored, and I kind of just felt like YOLOing someone. So, yeah. Also, I don't know. I don't understand how we actually lost medium side. I guess they just had more tanks over there. But, yeah, that's unfortunate to say the least. Let's get a shell into this type here, finishing him off. And at this point, knowing that they have a TD in the back, my best bet is to just turn around and try and hide my lower plate, my huge lower plate behind this rock. And actually, wait a minute. What is their waffle doing? Can I get a shell into him before he finishes backing up? No, I can't. And now their mediums have, in fact, taken our spawn. So with that knowledge, I'm going to call it out right now. This is probably going to be a loss. Let's see if I can aim in a shot fully. We do actually hit the T-28 defender, which is quite nice. However, I am going to have to back up if I want to survive any longer, because their team is now in our TD bushes, and they'll be able to spot me out quite soon. We do get a nice 421 roll into the Lorraine there. However, our IS-3 is not exactly, he's not exactly pushing that TD, so I would, in fact, not be surprised if I do die to him, but I'll try and back up a little bit more. Oh boy. Come on, Lorraine. Ah, he does kill me, in fact. I wasn't sure if I was spotted or not. But anyways, I mean, we did 2,800 that game, and I guess I'll just skip to the end of the battle, and we'll see our defeat. And just like that, we have, in fact, lost the game. So even with my monkey poke there on the IS-6, where I got absolutely nuked, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. They had already taken over our medium side by then. So, yeah. But we still did, actually, we did a decent amount of damage. We still did almost 2,900. And, I mean, that was just definitely top on the team. Our team did a whole lot of nothing. Very impressive stuff. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, this tank is, it's mid. It's okay. It's definitely not worth $34 or however much American dollars it is. Yeah, even though it comes with some crates, I still do not recommend you buy this thing. It's just not worth it. Like, in my opinion, there's so many better options out there. Like, even the 752, I feel like this thing comes into the store for around the same price. And this thing is the best tier 8, or tier 9, sorry, tier 9 heavy. And like comparing it to this, like why would you ever want to buy this thing over the 752, like K91? There's just so many better options. Even a lot of the tech trees are just straight up better. So in my opinion, I do not recommend buying this tank at all. Keep your money for some other better option out there. But anyways, for any of you out there who are not yet subscribed to the channel, I highly recommend you do so, as it's a fantastic way to support my content and stay up to date on when I post almost daily. Anyways, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.